Huddersfield Town, who beats Tottenham Hotspur on penalties even so many years after Tottenham is still bottling finals. What is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on my channel. So today I'm gonna find out what happens at the end of career mode in FIFA 23. Is there gonna be any new cutscenes? Do we have, still the main teams at the top in all of the leagues? We'll have to wait and find out, guys. Drop a like for this experiment, and I'm gonna be using Pep Guardiola, and of course I'm gonna be simulating until it's literally not possible anymore. And I mean, chances are most likely he's not gonna be still a manager for City after all of those seasons. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep going for as long as possible, and yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what happens at the very end. Are there gonna be any players that are currently playing, guys, that are still gonna play at the very end of career mode? We're gonna have to find that out. I'm really excited though to see what happens. So yeah, let's just begin it, guys. And yeah, let's see, what is the craziest limit you can actually reach. I think this is gonna take me a while, but I'll be back with you guys in a second when I'm at the very last month of career modes. So here we are then, guys, 15 seasons later in 2037. We are now gonna find out what is going on with Guardiola and the footballing world. Who is at the top? Do we still have any players that to play today? Still going 15 years after. Let's find out, guys. So first of all, Pep Guardiola has been sacked a few times. He is now all the way down to Colchester, which is terrible. So let's take a look at some of his stats. He's had 7 clubs since the City. He's won 1 league title, 2 domestic cups. And as you guys can see, 696 matches, 284 wins, 146 draws, and 266 losses. So not very good there for Guardiola. He was able to do well with City. Then unfortunately a couple of seasons after, he was sacked, and Norwich was the team that he ended up going to. So right now, let's take a look and see what teams are doing good 15 years later. Wow, so much can change in football, guys. Just imagine what teams could be at the top in 15 years time. So let's start, of course, in the Premier League then. And Manchester United has won it. Where even is Liverpool? Number 9 in the table. And yeah, this is interesting. Ipswich is also there. But yeah, Liverpool is 9th, guys. Manchester United, though, congratulations. And yeah, City 4th, Arsenal 3rd, Spurs 2nd. That is, really interesting. In League 1, do we still have PSG? No, they are actually 5th in the table, guys. And Monaco is the team that has won the League 1. So it looks like there's a bit of more competition in this league. Maybe not a Farmers League anymore. Let's move over to the German League. And is Bayern still, winning absolutely everything in this one? And no, they are not. So it's interesting to see what's happened to a lot of these, big teams that were at the very top, unstoppable in 2022. But right now, of course, in 2037, it is completely changed, guys. Leverkusen, Wolfsburg, Bayern actually all the way down to 5th in the table. So yeah, let's keep going. Serie A as well. Let's find out. Juventus is still, the main team, or maybe they've actually gotten a lot better, because right now, in real life at least, they are not number 1 in the table. But Inter is there, Napoli as well. So yeah, some interesting results. Milan is all the way down to 16th. So they have had a massive decline, guys, over the last few years. Let's take a look then at, of course, the Spanish league. Do we still have Barcelona and Real Madrid dominating? I am pretty confident one of those are going to be number 1. It is actually Atletico Madrid, guys. But still, Real Madrid, Barcelona, those are the top 3 teams. 75, 73, and 70 points as well. So this was very even, very interesting, and La Liga seems to be still, very competitive. So yeah, let's go over to, the competitions, the cup competitions. Who has won the FA Cup this season in England? And it is indeed Huddersfield Town, who beats Tottenham Hotspur on penalties even so many years after Tottenham is still bottling finals. What is going on? That is actually very realistic from EA Sports, I have to say. Carabao Cup, let's find out what's going on there. And Liverpool has won it, even though they had a terrible season in the league. They have gone ahead and picked themselves up a cup. Let's take a look at the Super Cup as well. Juventus has won this one against Lazio. So the Italian teams are really doing incredible. Let's take a look at the Conference League first of all. Athletic beats Royal Antwerp in this one. Then we have the Europa League, and Inter has won the Europa League. Liverpool actually got knocked out on penalties against Lille. So, yeah, a lot of really good teams as well here in the Europa League. But then let's take a look at the Champions League. Who is the best club team 15 years after? Let's find out. It is PSG, guys. Even though they didn't do too good in League 1, they actually have gone ahead and, you know, won the Champions League. So that is pretty impressive. They do also beat Bayern in that final. We can see that, is that Basel? That is a crazy random semi-final. They apparently made it to that, so that is interesting. Would probably never happen in today, but still Sassuolo there as well made it to the quarters. Newcastle United, this one is actually super realistic, because Newcastle United, you know, in a few seasons they are gonna be in the Champions League and stuff. So that is really interesting. Leverkusen as well, Dynamo Kiev, Schopenhausen was there. So yeah, a lot of teams that are not in the Champions League anymore that used to be there before. So yeah, that was really interesting to see, guys. But what we should do now is figure out what are some of the top players currently still playing in, you know, the year 2037. Right now, as a Norwegian, I really want to see if Erling Haaland is still playing football. I don't know how old he would be in this year, but let's figure it out, guys. Erling Haaland, and there we go, 36 years old, and his rating is 90, and he's still at City. Wow, what a career. You know, he's gonna become, at least if he stays at City for his whole career, you know, their greatest player in history. Still 90 rated though at the 36, which is also really impressive. He has probably won so many Ballon d'Ors, and you know, he yeah, has probably got, you know, over 1,000 goals in his career. So what are some other players that you know, potentially could still be playing in this year? What about Jadon Sancho? Let's see where he is at. 37 years old, and he is still at Manchester United. Only 78 overall though, but I mean, he's closing into 40 years old. But he still seems to be at United. I don't know if they've gone to a different club and then come back or something. I'm not too sure. Let's also take a look at Jude Bellingham, guys. He is obviously still playing football. He's not even that old, only 33 years old, and he is at Manchester United with that 91 rating as well. So yeah, he is what a player. He is probably also going to be winning a Ballon d'Or at some day, especially in career mode. And yeah, still 91 overall, absolutely crazy. So yeah, there's a few players still playing, but of course not many of them. What we can do right now is to take a look and see who is the top scorers of, you know, these biggest competitions. So here we have the Conference League, and I don't really recognize any of these names. Of course, there's going to be 99% is just, you know, generic new players. But yeah, Moukoko, I recognize him. He is playing for Inter. He's got a few goals here, but other than that, there isn't really a lot of players here which I know about from today's game. Ansu Fati, though, is actually at Juventus, and he has scored quite a few goals in the Champions League for Juventus. We also have Phil Foden, who's playing for Newcastle United. That is a pretty cool one. And yeah, then we have, of course, Erling Haaland is there. A lot of, yeah, just new players, really, that has entered the scene that I do not know too much about. But yeah, really interesting to see though, guys. You know, some of them are still going strong. You know, not a big surprise that Haaland, Foden is still, you know, crazy high ratings. But yeah, this is the final season, so I mean, there's not really gonna be, you know, many players from today's football that is still playing. There is only one more thing to do, guys, and that is to simulate to the very last day. And I wonder what is gonna happen. What I've always wanted is some type of cutscene to happen. You know, it's your final day. There should be like a, you know, final cutscene that you're walking out into the stadium. You see the fans, you know, they are, you know, everyone is taking pictures. It's absolutely crazy. And maybe there's like a screen showing, you know, your top achievements and stuff throughout your whole career, sort of like what we have in PES. So here we go, guys. Let's find out what happens. Your retirement. The board wish to congratulate you not only on your work with this club, but also on the development of your career as a whole. We wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. You will always be a welcome guest at Colchester. So there we have one message. And then the next thing that happens is that, yeah, we get a career summary. And to be honest, guys, this is super lazy. They really should do something special. Imagine if you actually played all of these seasons, guys. 15 seasons. And you know, there's literally nothing at the end. I obviously just simulated, so it didn't take me that long at all. But yeah, there really should be something special at the end, guys. Some type of cutscene or anything like that. I really wish that they can add that into career mode at some point. So that is what happens, guys. That is how football is looking like in the very last days of the career mode on FIFA 23. Drop a like on this video if you want to see more similar videos like this. Subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't done so already. And yeah, that is it for now. Have a great weekend. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.